GM isn't just declaring war on Ford anymore. They're declaring war on everybody. They just confirmed 5 new pickup trucks and they will completely destroy the competition. If you are even thinking about buying Ram or Ford in next 2 years, then you need to watch this list first because these trucks are absolute banger. The truck on number 4 is exactly why Ford engineers are currently panicking about. Let's get into it. Number 1. Chevy El Camino. Starting with the one I'm honestly the most hyped about, the El Camino. And I remember when people would have laughed if you said the El Camino was coming back. Like, genuinely laughed you out of the room. This was a name that felt done, retired. That was a cool thing your dad had kind of nameplate. But here we are, 2027, and it's back. What I love about this one is GM didn't just take another truck, slap a new badge on it, and call it a day. That's the lazy move. That's what a lot of companies would have done. Grab something that already exists, rename it, ship it, collect the headlines. GM didn't do that here. They actually reworked it from the ground up. Same bones underneath, sure, that part makes sense from a cost standpoint. But it's been tuned specifically for American roads, American buyers, American expectations. That's a completely different approach, and honestly, it's the smart one. Think about it this way. If you just import a truck as is and hope Americans like it, you're basically gambling. You're hoping the taste matches up. But if you take the foundation and then actually redesign around what people here actually want, different suspension feel, different tech priorities, different size expectations. That's not a gamble anymore. That's a calculated bet. Now yeah, it's stepping into Ford Maverick territory, and there's no way around that. The Maverick's been sitting in that compact truck space basically unchallenged for a while now. But GM's got the dealer network, the engineering muscle, decades of truck credibility behind them. This isn't some rookie move where a company's dipping a toe in and hoping for the best. This is GM saying we know how to build trucks, we've known how for 100 years, and we're bringing that experience into a segment we haven't fully played in yet. And then there's the twist, the El Camino SS, a performance version. And this is the part that actually gets me excited, because while everybody else in this segment is playing it safe, efficiency, practicality, fuel economy numbers on a spec sheet, GM's out here adding personality, actual character. It's giving off good luck keeping up energy, and honestly, I respect that. Nobody else in this space is doing that right now. Out of everything on this list, this is the one I keep coming back to in my head. Number 2. GMC Sierra 1500. Next up, the 2027 Sierra 1500. And this isn't one of those new grill call it a day refreshes. This feels like GMC actually asked themselves what it would take to move this truck forward for real. New engines, a reworked design inside and out, new tech on the dash, and 2 trims that basically feel like 2 different trucks. Under the hood, GMC's rolling out a whole new generation of small block V8s, a 5.7-liter and a 6.6-liter, both built from the ground up with virtual engineering tools and real physical testing. More displacement, more power, more torque, but they're built for different jobs. The 5.7's your workhorse, tuned to feel smooth and confident towing or hauling heavy stuff day after day. The 6.6 is for people who want more punch, quicker, more aggressive, faster off the line. If the 5.7's the dependable one, the 6.6 is the one that wants to have some fun with you. Then there's the AT4. First time ever on a Sierra 1500, you're getting 35-inch tires straight from the factory. Goodyear Wrangler E territory, not a dealer add-on. There's Multimatic Joust control suspension doing the real work underneath. Built to manage hard, fast hits so the truck stays controlled instead of bouncing you around. And inside, an exclusive timber mahogany interior color. Extra bolstered seats, a flat bottom wheel, even stainless steel speaker grills. Rough and ready outside, refined the second you climb in. Then on the other end, the Denali Ultimate, GMC's flagship, full stop. Over 60 inches of combined display space across the dash. A 16-speaker sound system with speakers built right into the headrests. And Super Cruise comes standard for 3 years. Hands-free driving even while towing across more than 600,000 miles of roads in the US and Canada. No other truck in this class offers that while towing, so really it comes down to your week. Denali Ultimate's the best daily driver, tow rig combo there is. A T4's built for actual trails, actual rocks. Neither one's the better truck, they're just built for different lives. And honestly, that's the smartest thing GMC did here. Number 3. Chevy Montana. Now here's where it gets more interesting. The Montana. The Montana's already huge in South America. Like proven, established, no question there whatsoever. It's not some unknown quantity GM's rolling the dice on. But bringing it here to the US? That's a totally different ballgame. and I think people underestimate how different it actually is. The second people hear "built overseas," they start comparing it to the Ford Maverick automatically. And the Maverick's already sitting there like the local hometown hero. It's been in this space, it's established itself, people already trust it. Trust me, that's a tough fight to win right out of the gate, no matter how good the Montana actually is on paper. But, and this is a big but, if GM decides to actually build the Montana here in the States instead of importing it, that changes everything. Local production means better supply. It means people trust the quality more because it's not some far-off factory nobody's heard of. And honestly, it just signals GM's serious about this. Like they're not just dipping a toe in the compact truck pool to see how the water feels. They're actually committing to playing in this space long-term. Which, funny enough, is kind of the same instinct that led to the El Camino in the first place. Same playbook, really. Take something proven, adapt it specifically for American buyers instead of just importing it wholesale, and actually commit to making it work here rather than testing the waters half-heartedly. Number 4. Chevy Silverado. Alright, I'm being honest, this one had me a little shocked. Chevy just announced the all-new 2027 Silverado, and they did the one thing literally nobody else in the truck world is doing right now. 2 brand new V8 engines. And that's not even the craziest part. 60 inches of screens inside and an off-road version that's genuinely going to catch people off guard. Under the hood, the Silverado gets 2 brand new V8s, a 5.7 and a 6.6, both completely next-gen. More horsepower, more torque, more durability. While everyone else is shrinking their engines and slapping turbos on them, Chevy just said nope, we're building bigger V8s. And they've been doing small block V8s for 70 years, over 100 million of them, so the track record backs it up. But it's not just the 2 V8s. There's also the 2.7 Turbo Max with best-in-class standard torque for a base engine and the 3.0 Duramax Turbo Diesel for heavy towing and long highway miles. 4 powertrains, 4 different kinds of buyers. Chevy didn't try to force everyone into one engine, and that's the right call. Then there's the tech. Every 2027 Silverado, every trim, comes standard with a 16.3-inch center display and a 12.2-inch driver screen. Step up to the ZR2 or High Country and you get an 11.5-inch passenger screen too. Add the heads-up display and rear camera mirror and you're at 60 inches of digital display total. And Super Cruise works even while towing. Hands-free down the highway with a trailer hooked up. That's a real quality of life thing, not just a gimmick. And then the trims. ZR2, the serious off-roader, with 35-inch mud-terrain tires straight from the factory and suspension that survived actual desert racing testing. Trail Boss, the value off-roader, same trail stance without the ZR2 price tag. And High Country, the luxury one, with real wood marquetry detailing and 22-inch wheels. 3 trims, 3 completely different buyers. Number 5. Chevy Colorado V6. Now the Colorado V6, this one's interesting for a different reason than everything else on this list because the truck itself isn't broken. Like, at all. It's a solid mid-size workhorse, it's been reliable, and it hasn't been plagued with the kind of headaches that followed some of GM's other trucks over the years. So this isn't a fix what's broken story. Still, the Colorado's had one real downside for a lot of buyers: choice, or more accurately, the lack of it. The current truck puts everything on a single engine setup, a Turbo 4. That's it. That's your one option. Take it or leave it. So for 2027, they're bringing back a V6. A real naturally aspirated V6, no turbo involved. And honestly, I don't even care which side of the turbo versus naturally aspirated debate you're on personally. That's not really the point here. The point is just having a choice at all. Having an option feels good, even if you end up picking the same engine you would have gotten anyway. With emission standards easing up a bit recently, GM finally has the room to bring back a naturally aspirated option without getting hammered on fuel economy numbers. It's not flashy. It's not a headline-grabbing reveal like some of the others on this list. It's just GM quietly fixing the one actual complaint people had about an otherwise solid truck. So there you go. 5 trucks, 5 completely different strategies, and honestly, once you look at them side by side, you can see exactly what GM's doing here. The El Camino's going all in on personality and bringing back something with actual character. The Sierra's splitting itself into 2 totally different trucks built for 2 totally different lives, instead of trying to be one thing for everybody. The Montana's testing the waters carefully, watching how committed GM actually wants to be before going all in. The Silverado's throwing literally everything at the wall. New engines, new tech, new trims, and somehow making all of it work together. And the Colorado's just quietly fixing the one thing people actually complained about, no fanfare needed. Which one of these are you actually looking forward to the most? Let me know down in the comments. And if you want, I can break down pricing and release timing once GM actually confirms it.